So, John, how did we come from a Hall of Fame basketball player to somebody wanting to support medical freedom?
Well, I think it mostly was called to it. My background, I started with a medical background, but enjoyed holistic care through most of my career and was amazed by that. It took me a long time to buy into it, but once I did and I saw the benefits of it, it was hugely powerful for me. So I felt like I was welcomed into it when it showed up with all the vaccines and all the mandates. I felt completely prepared because I had been researching it on my own for the 30 prior years. So, I came ready for this.
So tell us, I remember seeing, we were actually, my wife and I were following Gonzaga, and we saw that you were escorted out of a game. Can you tell us about that situation?
Wasn't actually escorted out. What happened was, right. What happened was my tickets were stripped from us. We've had season tickets as long as since we've been back, since I've been retired. We've had season tickets, and they said I'm no longer welcome to them as long as I won't wear a mask. And I refused to wear a mask. I said I couldn't sit across from those students knowing that it's harming them and not helping them, importantly, and sit there and pretend like I was just part of the deal and it's okay for everybody to wear a mask. It isn't okay for everybody to wear a mask. And I put my feet in the sand there, and they did theirs, and here we are.
So it started with the mask. Now, did they also give a mandate for vaccines?
You were required to have either signs that you had to either test or get the vaccines, which again, I find that to be absurd. It breaks every rule of HIPAA and Nuremberg Code and our laws in our country to do that. You can't demand somebody to do a test, an invasive test, to see what their medical condition is. And then you get to know their medical condition. That's against HIPAA. It just breaks all the rules. So they were requiring something of the sort, which we got around, and then the masks were my feet in the sand. But what's happened since is that tickets have been allowed back, but I've refused to take them because they are, in fact, still mandating these shots, these horrible shots, non-vaccines, to be a student at Gonzaga, and that for sure I can't abide by.
Wow. Well, that's pretty powerful principles. And thank you for saying up for your principles. I think more athletes and more celebrities need to do that. Speaking of HIPAA and just patient confidentiality in general, never in history in the United States that I know of, I've been practicing pharmacy for almost 30 years, and never have I seen that we make people's personal medical information public. And I mean, that's what we did. And I think Aaron Rodgers was one of the first NFL players to come out about it. And there was a basketball player that came out about it too. You remember who it was?
Well, Jonathan Isaacs was one, Brandon Goodwin. I mean, there's a number of guys, okay. But Enes Kanter has been pretty vocal about it. There's been other guys, but mostly you don't hear about it.
Yeah. And I just, to me, it should be an individual decision, and our personal medical information should be just that, personal. I mean, we are taught when in pharmacy school how important it is to keep patient confidentiality, and that's not what we've been doing during this whole government-created pandemic. So